Hi guys, how are you? Just landed in London, so finally back. So this is the big question. For modern people like us with busy jobs and schedules, how do we integrate yoga, science in modern life? How do we live our normal lives and yet achieve bliss? That is the question. And this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Mariya and welcome to Lifestyle Secrets. Going home, which is a very, very cool thing. And as I was flying, I was actually going through a little course that I'm currently doing, trying to make things better for you and trying to get message out as much as I can, which seems to be a big challenge for some bizarre reason. So the more and more I'm actually getting involved into kind of the bringing yoga into the finance world and kind of the professional world and getting people to really realize how much they can benefit from practicing and getting better. The more I'm getting surprised by the thinking they have behind it and by the thought process that's happening in their heads. So, number one, years ago, if you've ever met me, you'll know that whenever I would say that I'm actually doing finance and banking and yoga, people would laugh at me. Then at some point, people started being very angry because how is it possible that she does the two things? And then finally, now I'm starting to get people coming and saying, well, actually, can you help me? But still, to this day, you find people that are pretty confused about things. Mainly because they don't start doing something until they see it. They see it in the magazine, they see an idol of theirs doing it, they see somebody famous doing it, they see their boss doing it, they see whatever is happening. And then I was doing this course in the flight, which was saying inevitability thinking. It was a completely different thing. It was about software. But what really caught my mind was the fact that it was saying what has to happen for you to really do something that you desire, that you really, really want to achieve. And this is quite funny because we really have so many ideas, so many desires, so many things we want to achieve and learn and live and experience. And we dream about things, we have illusions about things, but we rarely take action. And really, the only time we do it when things are really beyond our control and we have no way back. So when I was a student, before I even went studying abroad, I had such a massive desire to study abroad and learn and develop and make it in this world that I did everything I could, my total best, to even win a full scholarship so that I can afford it, because that time we couldn't afford it. My parents didn't have enough money, and Bulgaria wasn't in the European Union. It was such a completely different country. But I had such a massive desire of not having what I have in terms of, the struggles we had to go through, the difficult times, communism, post-communism, kind of the inequalities, if you wish, that were currently happening in that ages in the country, that I couldn't even bear the thought that I wouldn't succeed. So I've put my entire soul and effort and willpower and all my time into succeeding into this. So for me, there was no way back. And once I was there, I did all that I could to graduate number one, valedictorian of the entire university, work, get it all done, so that I can actually enhance my chances of making it, as opposed to going there, relaxing because I've done something, and then moving on. Now, same thing happens when we apply the same kind of the thinking into anything we do in life. So if it is going to be your daily practice, or your exercising, or your time for yourself, or your time for your family, or whatever you're struggling with making, you have to remember this inevitability thinking, because it's really crucial. It was just so funny to kind of see it out there, and it immediately clicked, because that's what we're missing. We're missing what will be the ultimate like last mile, last little stretch that's gonna get me over the edge, and I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna do it. That there won't be any way back. That there won't be any excuse I can come up with. That there won't be anybody or anything that can say, okay, I can actually probably skip it today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or next week. This is the ultimate bit. And we really need to think hard, because what has to happen for you to actually pick up yoga? Stop thinking about it as a stretching exercise, or how good you look, or how much weight you're going to lose, and really realize how transformational this is for you, and how essential it is, and how much you actually do need it. Not just from the fact that it's going to make you feel better or look better, but also because ultimately speaking, it's a way of life, and you will become better. You will transform. Your life will be a completely different thing, because you'll learn how to control yourself, and how to control your mind, and how to be in control of your own life. I mean, what else do you need? How much more do you need? This ultimate power is to be in control of your life and of yourself. And we make it so basic and so simplified as to, oh, can I touch my toes? Oh, I don't want to do yoga because I can't stretch, or I don't have time, or whatever, it's not cool yet. Well, don't wait for it to become the norm. Just make your health and your well-being your priority, because nobody else will make that for you. Don't wait for somebody to tell you, yeah, you need to pick up this. Have you actually done it? Because it's really cool. I work in trading, as you know, and I have quite a few traders. One of my traders came and said, that's a year after I've published my book on detox, a year after he has it in his drawer, 3 years after they know I'm doing this for a long time. He came to me and said, somebody told me that being vegan is really cool, and I'm thinking of trying it. And I just listened to this and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, it took you 3 years plus for you to realize something that I've been telling you since the day I've joined, for you to realize that what I've been doing is actually helping me and all the others around me. But no, you had to hear it from somebody that you clicked with, so that you realize that maybe you should be doing it. And this is exactly what happens with many of us. We rely on stereotypes, we rely on influencers, we rely on advertisement, we rely on marketing, and sadly that's something that needs to be dominated, obviously, to get that message into your head. But I hope that somehow you get to this, somehow you hear this message, and somehow you understand that what we're trying here to do is help you become better, stronger, healthier, without you waiting for 3 years to realize that you have my book in your drawer and that your colleague actually could help you. It was just so hilarious. I'm like, wow, well done, you've actually realized it. But don't wait, like this inevitability, thinking back to it, right? So don't wait for a final invitation, for something to happen, for you to get sick, for body to crack down, for you to burn out, for somebody to tell you that it's really cool to do it. It doesn't matter if it's cool or not, you need it. You actually do need to think of yourself, figure out a way to A, learn to relax, B, learn to maintain yourself in a very good, healthy manner. Healthy body is a healthy being. If your vehicle in which you transport your whole self is not healthy, then how are you going to make it? How are you going to have the energy to be successful, or to be a good parent, or to be a good, kid to your parents? Like, how are you going to make it? And if you really want to be properly successful and really create and even influence others and touch others and help others in their lives, you better know how to contain yourself, maintain yourself, and control yourself, especially your mind. Because our mind is gazillion stories every second. One thought comes to the forefront in your consciousness, 999 come at the back of your mind, in your subconsciousness. And if we don't know how to cleanse that, we get stuck. So imagine you're like this big computer and you have all these apps and software that you've accumulated through the years. And then somewhere down the line, you basically are so tired and so overloaded that you can't function. Well, that's exactly what happens to your mind. So if you don't know how to cleanse it, if you don't know how to get rid of all this, there is no way that you actually create something, have the pureness of thought and your intuition. So don't be scared, don't wait for anything to be cool. If you connect with something, if you know that you need something and that is actually good for you, look at deeper. Don't wait for the inevitable thinking and something to happen for you to take action. Go for it. I'll see you soon. Jump on the mat and just go for it.